everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. Well, with Friday almost here, it's must be another snowstorm.
Yeah, I've been looking into this a little bit, and I'm not happy. But the weather's going to be into the 40s today, right? Mm-hmm. Before or after
tonight,
the snow?
we have a winter weather advisory in effect from 7 p.m. Thursday to 11 a.m. Friday, 4 to 6 inches expected. We're in the dark blue with most of the lower peninsula, a little to the west, a little bit snow, a little bit more. Interesting how a little bit of Hillsdale County might get more snow.
I don't see 50 degrees in the forecast until St. Patrick's Day.
Nope. Winter is still with us. 33 degrees right now and a wind chill of 27 degrees. A busy day in the legislature.
I heard there was a gun bill passed.
They've been passing them left and right, and they were meeting late into the night. And one of the gun bills, they passed, the Democrats in the House passed legislation that would require background checks for all gun purchases, not just pistols. They also began work on repealing Mike Shirkey's right to work law. He'll be mad. And they passed legislation to protect gay and transgender residents now in part of state law.
There are some, so there are certain folks grandfathered in. You don't have to go re-register some rifles and things like that as well. But yeah, it's interesting.
Yes.
Good thing.
At the same time, Republicans are introducing gun bills too, and one legislator introduced a bill that you don't have to register any gun. No one has to be registered or no background check or nothing, and they want to allow people to carry guns into places that are typically prevented.
Like a sports venue?
Sports venues, schools, hospitals, private businesses. The bill states that if you ban guns at your place, you have to install either metal detectors at all entrances or hire a full-time security guard.
What? Yes. That seems like a lot of things that you just said. Speaking of guns, the 6-year-old in Virginia will not be charged. The prosecutors have found him too young to stand trial, obviously, and he would not understand what is happening. They are looking for maybe other ways to prosecute. But
maybe the parents?
Well, I guess the gun was locked up. So, I mean, what do you do?
Clever kid.
I guess speaking of guns again, Shawn Kemp. You know, he was my idol at one point. I don't know if you remember. He used to take me down to K&P Coin and Collectibles. We'd run into Brandon.
Yeah.
He would be reaching for the Shawn Respert card, and I'd be reaching for the Shawn Kemp card. And he was arrested in a drive-by afternoon shooting yesterday, a 2 p.m. afternoon shooting in Tacoma.
He drove by, shot someone?
That's what they said.
Wow.
That's what they said. Shawn.
He looks nervous. He looks like he might be...
He's just had a kind of an interesting life. I mean, from Elkhart, Indiana, was just an unbelievable freak talent with the Supersonics, and then had a lot of personal troubles, drug problems, and family struggles. But yeah, he's only 53 years old. But he was. Brandon, how many years do you think he played in the league?
I'm going to say 10.
14.
14, really?
Yeah, amazing, right? He was so good that everyone wanted to still give him a chance to see if he could return. But that's our Shawn Kemp news for today.
On the police blotter this morning, police officers for the city of Jackson held a moment of silence this morning at the Bono Bridge at midnight in honor of Officer James Bono, who died in the line of duty on March 9th in 2010. So
it's amazing that was that long ago. We'll never forget that here in Jackson. That was just a tragic day.
Yes, thanks to police officers with the Jackson Police Department for honoring Officer James Bono. And I'm glad we have a couple of permanent reminders of Officer Bono in Jackson. The post office building is named in his honor, along with the new bridge,
Yes, West Avenue Bridge.
West Avenue Bridge.
I brought these in, the Peeps.
Oh, I wonder
Yeah,
what that
I know.
was.
So I don't know if you can still get these. Now I left them in the garage, so they would remain cold. I don't want to damage.
cold?
Yeah, I don't want to damage the casing because it could be worth some money. Okay, so let's try them. Brandon, you're gonna try one, right? Did you give one up for Lent? Okay, here's a yellow.
Okay, are they cold? Oh, they are cold.
They are cold. Well, let's see. Let's see if there's different colors now. Okay, here's a
Are
yellow.
they all the same? They're all the same.
No, I think there's pink and blue.
Oh. Do they have different flavors?
So far, I only see the yellow colored ones.
Artificial marshmallow flavor, it says. on
Maybe
the
they're all
can.
yellow. Okay, they're all yellow.
Wow, that's, I think, the worst thing I've ever tasted.
You should smell this, Brandon. Take one. Come on, help yourself. Come on.
Yeah, they're really awful.
Oh my God, they're terrible.
They are.
They're terrible.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah.
They're absolutely terrible.
It's like the Pepsi people accidentally put in 8 times the normal amount of sugar into the can. It's
It's
amazing.
really sweet Pepsi.
Includes 26 grams of added sugars.
But if you don't like Pepsi to begin with, you will not like Pepsi Peeps.
No, this is terrible. This is for kids.
The biggest mistake they made,
Guys,
they
guys,
should.
All right, give them.
I'm
If
gonna
they
give them all to them.
okay, make sure they
Give
say
away.
please and thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Oh,
will.
oh,
They
oh,
should
oh.
have-
Yeah, no, I don't want that one anymore.
They should have named them Peepsy.
Want it?
No, I want this.
Okay.
Let me wash this down.
We have
Cotton candy?
maybe a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Birthday cake ice cream. Today, we've got a big weekend coming up. We have the Ambassador Auction Friday night from 5 to 7. You can still go, get tickets. Visit the Ambassador Auction, JPS Ambassador Auction Facebook page, or go to jhsambassador23.givesmart.com.
What will I win at that, do you think?
Monica Pierce's pound cakes.
I might buy one of those.
They're legendary.
I always try and win a raffle basket, and I never do. But I am very good at the silent auction bidding. So,
Good luck tomorrow.
yeah, I'm looking very much forward to this. And we've got a full table attending. Should be great.
Yeah.
Should be great.
Also Friday night is the Chocolate Sensation. It's being held at the Weatherwax Hall downtown, and you can still get tickets for that. Visit dahlumcenter.org and be part of that fun event. If you like chocolate, you'll love the Chocolate Sensation.
Have you ever had your heart broken on live TV?
Are you going to do it right now?
I am. Jimmy Nance.
Jim Nance.
Jim Nance.
Jim Nance, the legend of CBS Sports? What?
Set to call his last Final Four.
No.
Yes.
No.
I read it in an article.
I don't believe it.
I knew you wouldn't believe it, but
I don't believe it. He just signed a contract that extends
Okay. All right. I'm telling you, I read it in the news. It's legit.
Well, CBS still has the rights.
Are you sure they still have the rights?
I'm pretty sure they've gone
Okay.
to like 2026. And he signed a contract last year, so he would stay as the voice of the Masters through his 80th birthday.
And I was telling Brandon that he is planning to call the Masters. It says it says this will be his last Final Four.
I'll believe
So-
it when I see it.
I hope it's not. I hope it's not. He'll be with Grant Hill. Who else is new this year? Oh, Stan Van Gundy will be new to the program this year. He will be, I think, in studio. And for some reason, they keep re-signing
Vern
Seth-
Lundquist?
No, I would love Vern. Seth Davis.
Oh, yeah.
Get out of here, man. Is that like his thing?
I
What?
thought Coach K would be a part of this.
job.
No Coach K?
Yeah, I know it's Seth Davis's job. He's just poor at it. Very, very poor at it. He's like, a lot of people watch that don't follow college basketball, and Seth Davis is for you. He'll dumb it down really nice for you and tell you exactly who's going to win. And he's wrong every single time. Arrogant too.
Well, I
You
guess
don't like him.
Who?
Seth Davis.
No, I don't. No. Ice. We've had very little ice in Michigan this winter. It's been the winter without ice. And interesting, in Colorado, firefighters came to the rescue of an elk that the authorities said ignored warnings.
Jeez.
Apparently they want elks to read signs that say don't go on the ice, but the police say the elk ignored warnings and fell through the ice on a frozen pond. They got him out, though.
Credit to the folks that rescue animals from trapped fences and frozen ponds, because that looks very scary.
The Facebook
Look at that equipment,
post,
though, that
That's a lot.
gentleman is wearing. He looks ready to rescue an elk.
Another elk ignored warnings and fell through the ice on a pond. How did they? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe elk can read. Did you see Mitch McConnell fell?
He was in a hotel. I wonder what he was doing in the hotel.
Well, I mean, he tripped.
Yeah.
But, if it's, I just, I hope he has children that will remind him to be careful every time he takes a step. So, yeah, he's in the hospital.
I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I have folks that take a spill once in a while, so I understand what that's like.
Several people in this building.
Several people in this building have taken a fall.
Here's something kind of dumb. WWE met with Michigan gambling regulators yesterday, and they want people in Michigan to be able to bet on WWE.
Really?
What's wrong with that? The WWE is scripted.
What?
The people participating in the fights know who's going to win. It's all a script. How can you bet on something scripted?
That's not necessarily true.
Yeah, it is.
I think they decide during the match.
No, I don't.
Really?
They know. They know. They know who's supposed to win.
Well, something that is not fixed is the Big Ten tournament, and that starts today, which means it's on in the office. Michigan with the Thursday game today. They need to win a couple games if they want to even get a chance to play in the NCAA tournament. It's not looking good. It's looking more like the National Invitational Tournament, the NIT. But I do like that, the NIT sometimes, because
It used to be really big.
it did, yeah. Michigan won that in 1997, Brandon, with Robert Tractor Trailer. But I do like that because the teams get to play home games. So maybe we'll get to go watch another game.
Looking forward to it. The other sports celebrity that I think you're a big fan of, Tiger Woods, his girlfriend, she broke up with him, and she wants to nullify the non-disclosure agreement that she signed.
That's
Uh-oh.
too bad.
Uh-oh.
You signed it. Look, if you wanted to get into that cash, you signed the thing, and you got to keep it that way.
That's Tiger with his girlfriend and the daughter.
X.
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 Yes. Although they aren't confirming
What
their
would be in
exes.
that non-disclosure, I wonder? Wouldn't we like to know?
We might find out soon.
Well, I don't think we should find out because if she signed the non-disclosure, that's the end of the story there for me.
I think the fact that you have a non-disclosure says that there's stuff.
When you have that much money and wealth, I think you have to sign a non-disclosure.
We got to talk about the game of the year last
Oh my
night.
God. Let's talk about it because you were there.
And you were too.
Well, I was there for the overtimes. Should I get right to it?
4 overtimes.
Let's do it. Our Extreme Dodge scoreboard brought to you by our good friends over at Extreme. In the game Bart was talking about, the D3 semifinal at Lumen Christi. Hanover Horton outlasted Concord 73-69 in 4 overtimes. Logan Blackledge scored 37 points to lead the Comets to a tough 4 overtime win. Caden Henry scored 16 points and pulled down 15 boards. Luke Soper added 10 for Hanover. Mackay Wingfield had 27 and 16 boards for Concord. Anthony Evans had 23. And that game was crazy because Concord was running out of players. They had
did.
4 of their 5 starters foul out, I believe, in the first or second overtime. And then they were going deep into the bench. I mean, they were pulling in kids that hadn't played varsity yet. There was someone in that third overtime that made a 3 that had not played a varsity game all year.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And
kids with cramps. They were
Oh
barely,
my
couldn't even
God.
make it down the.
It was unbelievable. And the place was going absolutely berserk. The second game did not live up to the hype of the first game. And I think a lot of people were expecting that we'd get another overtime buzzer beater, but Lumen Christi just could not find the offense, and Jonesville did just enough. 51-36. Jonesville will play Hanover Friday at 7 at Lumen Christi. Titans finished with a 14-10 record. I know that's not how they wanted to finish, but things are looking good over there. Michigan Center, they won a close one. McCabe hit a 3 with less than 10 seconds left to put them up 3, and then Napoleon blew out Grass Lape. And Michigan Center and Napoleon will play Friday at 7. Clinton and Columbia Central will match up in the D3 district at Hudson.
Get there early.
Yeah, get there early. Tonight, if you're looking for local basketball, all of our local girls are done, but Blissfield will play Arbor Prep at Concord High School, and that should be an entertaining game.
I wonder if the Blissfield superintendent will be allowed in the building.
I wonder if he'll get kicked out again. Hey, I don't know. Just stating the facts, right? So yeah, that's our scoreboard.
Today's show being brought to you by the Dirty Bird. Chicken, flatbreads, sandwiches, salads, quesadillas, mac and cheese, appetizers, 40 brews on tap, including Grand River 313 Polish Lager and many more Michigan beers like Stouts, Founders, Bells, and more. The Dirty Bird, right downtown, just a few doors from JTV.
Today's show is also brought to you by Vermeulen's Home Furnishings. They are in their 3rd generation and are in their 97th year in business. Thank you to Vermeulen's for helping us bring you today's show.
Who is on today's show?
Today we've got a wonderful show. We're going to get things started with Matthew Budd right after this break.